Hola y bienvenidos a la Daily Hustle. Soy Enrique Byrnes y presidente de su mejor cerveza. No abate por No Filter Network. Miguelito Sandiaguito, not with us today. Will the Thrill, not with us today. But as we do each and every single morning when we come on here, we properly salute our boys. Yes, 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 yes. Woo! Remember this, folks. When we are juiceful, we are useful. And when we are juiceless, we are fucking useless. A very pleasant good morning to you on the 14th day of May. It's an Apo Taco Tuesday and Sissy Small Fry. This is exactly what I want to see. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. A delicious fruit smoothie with dragon fruit. What is dragon fruit anyway? That's a big question. Weird shaped fruit that has purple and pink and white. I mean, this is as pink as I've ever seen. This is as pink as my hat. Let's see. Should we give it the taste test? Ooh, it's tart. No, it's not. It's a bit tart. I have baby taste buds. I think the insanity sauce has actually killed all of my taste buds. Regardless, Sissy, thank you and good morning. Would you like to hear the quote of the day? Okay. The Daily Hustle quote of the day, as I just randomly opened this John Wooden book. It's not even Wooden Wednesday, but let's go for it. Nothing in the world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful men with talent. Genius will not be unrewarded. Genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Ha! What a great word. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. So, the message in all this is that it doesn't matter how much talent you have. You've got to work. You have to stay persistent, and you have to give it absolutely everything you have if you want to be successful in life, whether it's on the ski mountain, whether it is riding horses, whether it is coming on here and doing the Daily Hustle each and every single morning. Make sense? All right. Love you, honey. Thank you. Okay, our title sponsor today is Bet Online, your number one online gambling destination. Go to Bet Online. All the latest news, scores, odds, lines, predictions, all of it. It is there at Bet Online. MLB, NHL, NBA playoffs, obviously firing away right now. Go into all of the action at Bet Online. It is where the game starts. Okay, going to be a short one today, but we cannot forget what the top story is. No, it's not in baseball, even though we are primarily a baseball podcast. It's the Westminster Dog Show. That's right. The Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show, a big upset on Agility Day. And then here we go. This is so apropos for the Bet Online. They're talking about betting on the best in show. Which dog are we laying our action on? But before we do, let's get a little, high is not the right word because it doesn't get me high. But it's a combination of lemon, canvas, honey. It is very soothing on the throat and really hard to get open if you lather your hands with Aquaphor. It's the dry air out here in Tahoe. I can't do it. So have to basically, this is incredible. Never worked so hard. There's ginger in here and the honey that is soothing on the throat. Go to tryverge.com bettingpros.com. Put in the promo code LTP10, and our guy Jory will take care of you. Okay. It says, based on the name alone, Nimble should have been the odds-on favorite to win the Westminster Kennel Club's Masters Agility Championship Saturday night at the USTA Billie Jean King National Tennis Center. I mean, this is where they're doing. They used to do it in the Garden. I've went to one of these. It says, but she entered the contest as barely an afterthought and then pulled off a major upset to win her category. More than 350 dogs competed in the agility on Saturday. The top 10 from each height category, that's 8 inches, 12 inches, 16 inches, 20 inches, and 24 inches, move on from preliminaries to the championship. Border Collies have won 8 of the last 11 agility titles. And an Australian Shepherd won it in 2016. A Shetland Sheepdog took it down in 2022. One of the reasons that the 6-year-old Nimble might have been something of a long shot was her breed. She's classified as an all-American dog. What the fuck is that? I like it, though. WKC speak for mixed breeds. How dare them? Are less charitable mutts. I mean, that's what they are. They're mutts. One look at her, though, and even the most uninformed of observers would likely have put her in the contender category. She's a Border Collie Papillion cross. The latter breed has dominated this competition, and the top 3 finishers in this year's 8-inch were all Papillions. Another underdog factor is Nimble's size. No 12-inch dog has ever emerged as an agility champion in the event, but she's trained and handled by Cynthia Horner, who won the 20-inch Masters Agility last year at the show. Yada, yada, yada. Nimble's class went 4th of 5, and she was 8th of 10 in her class to compete. A Cocker Spaniel named Allie, handled by Staten Island's Jennifer Albrizo, was in the lead with a clean run and a time of 38.59 through the 18 elements, which include the A-frame, the dog walk, the teeter, the pause table, the tunnel, the weave pulls, the bar jump, the panel jump, the double bar jump, the triple bar jump, the tire jump, the broad jump, and the wing jump. I mean, who could not forget which direction and how to go through it? That's where I mean, that thing would doom me. Whether I was trying to run a dog through it or run myself through it. Sounds confusing. All business from the jump. Nimble zipped through the elements, eliciting cries of delight from the spectators who were just about filled the lower bowl of the stadium. Disciplined and speedy with every step, Nimble cut corners and seemed to barely need cueing. And though she took one of the last jumps a little wide, she stopped the timer at 28.76, bettering Allie's time, ready for this, by 10 seconds, bringing the Arthur Ashe Stadium crowd to their feet. This was a record time. Wow. How about that? I never thought a 12-inch dog could win overall here, said Horner after receiving her trophy. She's just the most special dog, and she is so fast. From the time she was about 6 months and we began to do foundation work, she would just leave me in the dust. Have we checked the dog for steroids, though? Is there drug testing? I mean, this is important. It's been a huge issue with the horses. And you got to figure if they're willing to shoot up a pony, they'd probably be willing to shoot up a puppy, too. Well, congratulations to Nimble. Let's see what we got here, though, going forward. Here we go. It says, but how about a dog New Yorkers would want to bet on? Because they're talking about all this betting. Here we go. A little bit lower. Masters Agility Champ. I say this with the caveat that we don't have to bet on everything. Yes, we do. I mean, especially here at No Filter Network. We highly encourage it. It makes it more interesting to watch. And the dog show is simply wonderful as it is. Is it really? I mean, it's cool, but you guys fucked up when you took Joe Garagiola off the Double Sky Point, by the way, broadcast. He was the reason why I got into Westminster in the first place. Unperturbed by FAW experts making picks on X accounts and bragging about their accomplishments later. But coming off covering the Kentucky Derby and days before I'll cover the Preakness, I did at least wonder, even if you have been able to suss out Nimble as an upset winner, you wouldn't have been able to cash in on it, as U.S. sportsbooks do not offer the bet. Google bet on WKC Agility Championships, and you get a couple of sponsored ads for betting online. Search for information on the main dog show taking place Monday and Tuesday evenings. So this is going down the night. The famed Best in Show was awarded Tuesday night, and a fair number of sites pop up offering the odds on which breed will take down Best in Show. But only sites in Canada and UK seem to offer the actual bet. Obviously, we got some connections over Bet Online. We got to make this happen. We have to have a line on who's going to take down Westminster. I mean, this is the granddaddy of them all in dog shows. Sportsbooks shy away from taking bets on judged events, well, as they should. Preferring outcomes that take place on the field of play, the agility competition, however, places dogs based on speed with which they navigate the obstacle course of jumps, weaving poles, and climbing elements, with an on-course judge deducting points for infractions, like knocking down a jump bar or doing the obstacles in the wrong order. U.S. sportsbooks are held to an extremely high regulatory standard, says this gaming expert. They are only allowed to offer bets if an event such as Westminster Kennel Agility Championship or main show has been authorized and deemed acceptable by the state gaming regulator. To Dora Schlossley's knowledge, no state regulator has approved the event. I approve it. That helps. Which isn't to say the books can't ask. Several years ago, the state of Colorado was approached by a sportsbook to take bets on the Puppy Bowl, which ultimately rejected it due to the integrity concerns. I mean, come on. Seriously? Now we're worried about integrity? It's a Puppy Bowl. We say it all the time, but you want to bet on two frogs? Fucking, we could do that too. Like, geez. Someone wants to lay some action. Let's give them a line. It says here, the winner of the Masters at Chile. No. We need a line. We absolutely need a line on Westminster. I'll look into it, keep you guys updated, and let you know. Okay. Let's rip through this real quick because I found this fascinating. Really, really fascinating. All of this new analytical data. I seriously could sit on here for 2 hours and we could crunch the numbers, go over the numbers, talk about the swing speed, talk about the swing length. That's the one that is really exciting me because all the time we talk about shortening up, right? Short to the ball. Well, it actually is a thing because the shortest swing in all of baseball just so happens to be from Luis Ariz, who is the best pure hitter, at least when it comes to average. The longest swing in baseball just so happens to come from Giancarlo Stanton, who has always had an issue with hitting for average. So is there a happy median between the two? Look, I don't know. You have a 4-foot swing, basically barrel to ball, and then you have another one that's going damn near 8 feet. That's crazy to think, right? And then all of that produces swing speeds. Well, if you're shorter, you're not going to have enough time to be able to generate that bat speed. And that's why Luis Ariz doesn't hit for a lot of power, but he also barrels up a lot of balls. But what does that mean? I don't know. I'm still trying to digest all this information. It's on Baseball Savant if you want to check it out. But here are these swing speed leaders. Back in the day, they used to say, oh man, that guy's got a quick bat, or it just makes a different sound. Well, there's a combination of things that lead to this. Number one, it's timing, right? Like, none of this shit matters unless you perfect the time. It's a leg kick, a toe tap, a simple load, whatever it is, we get to that A position. And then from there, it's how much bat speed that you're able to generate, and then how much strength that you have behind that bat speed. Well, the leaders in the clubhouse right now for each team, you guys ready? Here they are. Blue Jays, most of them you could probably guess. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., 75.6. Orioles, Gunnar Henderson, 75.6. Rays, Randy Arozarena, 72.8, a little low. Tyler O'Neill, Red Sox, 74.8. Giancarlo Stanton, 80.6 with the Yankees. Guardians, Gabriel Arias, 74. Bobby Witt Jr. at the Royals, 75. Tigers. Look, most of these guys, there's a few that like stuck out. A few. Obviously, Stanton at 80 is like, holy shit, man. Javier Baez, does that shock anybody? He swings like a motherfucker. 75.4. Ryan Jeffers, 73. That's a twin, 73.2. It says, worth noting that while Jeffers has the lead among Twins hitters with enough swings to qualify, he'd be well behind Byron Buxton at 74.7 and Carlos Correa. If they made the list, they did not have enough swings to qualify. Correa spent time on the IL, and Buxton is there right now. Jeffers has been Minnesota's biggest offensive threat this year, slugging .617 with a .988 OPS. So a lot of these have translated to success. Not all of them, though. Eloy Jimenez is at 74.5 with the White Sox. Angels, Joe Adell, 76.3. He's always been a huge talent. Astros, Yordan Alvarez, of course, 75.9. I take him to basically hit the ball as far as anybody. And he's at 75.9. There's an element of leverage and strength behind what he does that gives him that much more juice. Lawrence Butler, I knew I liked this guy. For the A's, 74.5. It says Butler's 7.1 foot average swing length is a little below average of 7.3. That should translate to success. But it says he hasn't hit much yet. He has a .275 slugging percentage. What the fuck, man? That's a timing issue. Mariners, Julio Rodriguez, 76.2. Rangers, Wyatt Langford. This is crazy because he's got a super short swing too. 74 miles per hour. Few could have anticipated the first month of Langford's big league career shake out the way it did over his first 31 games. His on-base percentage, .295, was higher than his slugging percentage. Gotta be careful rushing these guys to the big leagues, man. You do. And it's okay to send him back down. If you got to send Wyatt Langford down, send his ass down. They did it to Jackson Holiday. What makes Wyatt Langford immune? Ronald Acuna, 76.7. Jesus Sanchez. Pete Alonso, 74. CJ Abrams with the Nationals, 72. That might be the lowest. Phillies, Kyle Schwarber, 77. No shock there. William Contreras, 74.2. This guy is also leading the league in, what is it, like bolts or just something crazy. But he's killing it. He's hit 346, 429, 526. Wilson Contreras, how about the brothers? Don't fuck with us. Wilson Contreras is 75.7 for the Cardinals, while William is at 74.2. So looks like big brother's got little brother by just a little bit. Cubs, Christopher Morel, 76.7. That's a big number. O'Neill Cruz, 77.7. No shock there. Ellie De La Cruz, this is a little low. It says 74.9. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. This is a bad motherfucker. D-backs, Christian Walker, 74.5. Shohei Ohtani, 75.4. Matt Chapman has a huge number, 76.9. This is all swing speed. Fernando Tatis Jr., 74.6. And then Elhurias Montero, 75.1 for the Rockies. And, oh, yeah. The results definitely have not matched the bat speed for Montero, who often struggles to make contact, has posted a -11 batting run value this year. So take this all for what it is. We are going to dig into the numbers tomorrow. Baseball savant numbers. I want to digest it a little bit more and really kind of understand it. I love the swing length. I think it's really important. I think players who have the ability to adjust their swing length too, based on counts, will be more successful. Alex Bregman, I had the article out here, and hopefully this is it. No, that's not. Hold tight here for a second. He said it best. Look, hit 2 homers the other night, was in a horrific slump, and he goes, I'm going to go back to the basics. And the basics for Alex Bregman were taking the knob past the ball. Tony Gwynn talked about taking the knob to the ball. Think about taking it past it. We're going at it. Boom. You come just past it. Barrel follows. That's it. And if you watch Alex Bregman hits here, boom, very mechanical, right? Boom, boom. Knob, pass ball, rake. 2 homers. Sometimes we complicate shit, don't we? All right, everyone have a terrific day. I got to go pickle. Deuce is Wild tomorrow with a special co-host. Will not be there. You're going to want to tune in for this one. Deuce is Wild tomorrow night. And yes, I don't know who that co-host is going to be, but I'm going to find a special one. That's it. All right, everyone go to Bet Online and tell them you want to bet on Westminster. We'll be watching that tonight as well. Have a great day. See ya!